Before the pyramids, before the pharaohs, before history had a name, there was the Nile. Along its banks emerged one of the longest-lasting civilizations in human history. Not in Europe, not in Asia, but in Africa. This is the story of the ancient Egyptians, who they were, how they lived, and why their legacy still shapes the world today. Ancient Egypt was born from rhythm. Every year, the Nile flooded its banks, leaving behind rich black soil. The Egyptians called this land Kemet, the Black Land. The desert beyond was Deshret, the Red Land. This natural order created food, surplus, stability, and time to think. Where others struggled to survive, Egyptians planned, recorded, and built. Civilization did not arrive suddenly. It grew organically from African soil. The ancient Egyptians were indigenous Nile Valley Africans. They were farmers, artisans, priests, engineers, soldiers, and scholars. Their identity was not based on skin color, but on land, language, culture, and shared belief. They called themselves Remet en Kemet, the people of the Black Land. In their art, they painted themselves brown, distinct from Europeans and Asians. They knew who they were, and they knew where they belonged. At the center of Egyptian civilization was one idea. Mat meant truth, balance, justice, harmony, and moral order. The universe itself depended on it. Kings ruled to protect it. Laws reflected it. And in death, every soul was judged by it. The Egyptians believed a society without morality would collapse into chaos. This belief held Egypt together for over 3,000 years. The pharaoh was not merely a king. Here sometimes she was the bridge between heaven and earth. But the pharaoh was not above Mat. A ruler who failed morally risked famine, rebellion, and divine punishment. Leadership carried cosmic responsibility. This was power restrained by ethics, a rare idea in the ancient world. Ancient Egypt was not built by superstition. It was built by knowledge. Egyptian doctors performed surgery, treated wounds, and studied anatomy. Engineers used geometry to build monuments aligned to stars and cardinal directions. The Great Pyramid stood as the tallest structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. This was not primitive engineering. It was African science at its peak. To preserve knowledge, Egyptians created writing. Hieroglyphs recorded history, science, religion, and law. Scribes were trained, respected, and powerful. In Egypt, knowledge was not hidden. It was systematically taught. Civilization was remembered because it was written.